YouTube, what is going on, guys? Day one, Nate here, and we have some really exciting patch notes. Now, I'm not going to go through the entirety of the patch notes. There's something very specific in these patch notes that I want to discuss, so we're going to get right to the point. So, obviously, tomorrow, Aegir is releasing, which is the new Kazaros raid, as well as all of the Halloween skins, but we do have some changes to the Ignite servers. Now, this is what I want to talk about, and there's something very specific in here that I want to talk about. So, for many people who know about it and some people who don't, there obviously was a massive exploit with the Ignite servers that allowed you to basically do some funky things with boxes, and long story short, a bunch of people are getting banned, and they want to basically iron out all of these issues before they allow people to transfer. So we are getting a 1 week delay, which means on the 30th of October is when we will be able to transfer our characters out to legacy servers, which does kind of suck for people who are trying to get into tier 4 quickly, but it's okay because of the next thing that we're going to discuss, which is the Mokoko Bootcamp event. Basically, moving the start date to October 30th will allow us to release Ignite server transfers alongside our upcoming event, Mokoko Bootcamp. This event is designed to encourage veteran players to play dungeons and raids with new or returning players. New and returning players can earn Mokoko tokens for completing dungeons during the event period. These new and returning players will have a green leaf icon in their recruitment panel. The reward tables will be slightly different for new players and returning players, but both reward tables will have both weekly and once per roster items. Both groups will have access to honing materials and metallurgy tailoring Hellfire honing books to help hone in tier 4. Mokoko tokens will better help newer players get caught up on things like cards and other methods of progression. The expert tokens will grant endgame items, including a relic, engraving, selection chest, and a title for helping new players out. We'll share more details in the next week's release notes. So this is something that we are going to cover again in a week's time. But why is this important? The reason that this is important, and I've been talking about this for quite a few weeks now, is there really needed to be a Sherpa designed program for Lost Ark, giving a reason for an experienced player to come back and play with a new player. Because as easy as it may be to just say a bunch of new players get together, prog the raid together, there is also a lot of fear with that. There is a lot of toxicity with that. You don't know who is actually a new player or somebody potentially on an alt account. And there's a lot of issues that come with that. So this specific event and the way that this is going to work is you're going to know exactly who is a new player or a returning player, and people are going to be able to go back and help them with those raids, which is really awesome. I think that this is the start of kind of turning over a new leaf for the new players and returning players, and kind of just bridging that gap between, you know, super high level experienced players and brand new players. There is going to be a way for people to get caught up from experienced players, which is great. And I think that they're going to continue to kind of build on this. I think they want to test out to see how this is going to work. And once they kind of see how this works, then I think that they will kind of progress on this. I know that this was something that they talked about that they do really well in Korea right now, is there's kind of a bunch of different progression style lobbies in Korea where, you know, it might be like almost ready to re-clear homework. They don't just have like progging or homework. There's a bunch of different style of lobbies in between, which makes it, you know, easier and more comfortable for people to enter lobbies. So this is going to be interesting to see. I definitely am going to partake in this one because the tokens are going to be really great, but I think it's also just going to be really good content. And for somebody who, you know, yes, I have only rated up to Theamine, it's still nice to be able to kind of turn around and have that content and then, you know, kind of progress on my own, you know, kind of when I have time while, you know, working on things like LOS 30 and whatnot, which kind of gatekeeps me out of, you know, certain content. But we're getting there. We're getting to the point now to where I think we're starting to reach LOS 24, which gets us closer and closer to where we need to be. But this is really, really big. I know that I've said it before, and I'll continue talking about it. The introduction for new and returning players is something that continuously needs to be worked on in this game. And I'm super, super excited to see that they've taken this massive leap of faith with a Sherpa style system. And I am excited to kind of partake in it and see kind of what happens with it. You know, we'll probably be doing some of this on stream, and I would assume that a lot of other people are going to be doing this on stream as well. So I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts. Make sure to comment down below what you guys think about this new system. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.